Hi scholars! Guess what? It's time for another incredible handwriting lesson. Today, we're learning all about the wonderful letter Miss Chandra? Miss Chandra? Don't worry, scholars, I didn't disappear. I just started us off with some magic today. Today, we're learning all about the wonderful letter C. C is the third letter of the English alphabet, and it also happens to be the first letter in my name. See? I wonder how many of you have a C in your name. Does anyone in your family have a C in their name? Well, thank you for sharing with me. Well, whether you or anyone in your family has a C or not, it's important that we learn how to make and write this letter. It's important that we learn how to write all of the letters in the English alphabet. Well, let's jump right to our first activity so we can start practicing capital and lowercase c. For this first part of the video, you don't even need any supplies. Nope, you don't even need a pencil. For this first part of the video, all you're going to need is your pointer finger. Go ahead and get out your pointer finger right now. Great work. We're going to start off today by practicing writing C in the air for what Miss Chandra likes to call air write time. You're welcome to sit or stand up for this part of the video. Just make sure that you're comfortable. All right, scholars, with our pointer fingers, we're going to practice writing the letter C in the air. Let's start off with capital C or big C. When you write the letter capital C, there's only one step. And in fact, it's going to look like half of a circle or half of an O. Let me show you what capital C will look like. I'm going to count out the steps, and there's just one, so the counting is pretty easy. To make a capital C, it goes like this. 1. See how it looks like half of a circle? Are you ready to join in with me? Okay, great. Let's do it. Pointer fingers up, writing in the air. Ready, go! Nice work. Let's do it again. Ready? Go! Excellent job. Now can you do it all by yourself? I bet you can. I'll watch you. Go for it, scholars. Get that pointer finger out and go! Great work! All right, now that we've got capital C down, let's move right along to practicing lowercase c in the air. And guess what? It's exactly the same. It's just half the size. We're going to write it smaller. Go ahead and watch on your screen as Miss Chandra writes a lowercase c. Are you ready to try with me? All right, friends, one step. Let's do it. Pointer fingers up and go. 1. Let's do it again. Ready, go. Nice job. Can you do it all by yourself? I'm going to watch you because you're a super scholar. Go for it, scholars. Show me that lowercase c in the air. Awesome job. All right, friends, I think we're warmed up with our air writing. So let's move to our next activity. Today, we have a brand new game called Paintbrush Slush. For this next activity, you're going to pretend that you're a painter. And you're about to paint your letters right in the air. The first thing that Miss Chandra needs you to do is to imagine your paintbrush right now. Will you have a paintbrush that's big like mine? Or maybe you prefer a smaller paintbrush that you can hold in your hand. Go ahead and imagine the perfect paintbrush just for you. Do you have it? All right, now you need to pick what color you're going to paint with today. Miss Chandra is going to pick purple, of course, because purple is my favorite color. All right, scholars, what we're going to do with paintbrush in our hands is we're going to start off by painting a big capital C. Let me show you what it's going to look like. Are you ready to try in the air? Okay, get your paintbrush out and let's make a large capital C. Ready, friends? Go! Excellent work. Let's do it again. Ready, go! Great job. Now let's go ahead and try lowercase c. Remember, friends, it's the same movement. It's just going to be smaller. All right, ready? If you want to join with me the first time, go for it. I'm ready to go. Awesome. Let's do it together. Ready, go. Nice work. Now let me watch you do it all by yourself. Ready, go. Great work, scholars. All right, now let's paint a big capital C and then let's paint a lowercase c right next to it. Are you ready? Paintbrushes up and go. Nice job. That paint is dripping. Let's do a lowercase c right next door. Ready, go. Great work. All right, scholars, I better get this paint all cleaned up and I better get set up for our next game. I'll join you in just a flash. We've done an excellent job warming up with air writing and paintbrush writing. Now it's time to jump to our worksheet and practice writing capital and lowercase c on paper. But before we can start that worksheet, let's quickly go through a supply check to make sure you have everything that you need in front of your learning space to be successful. First up, scholars, Miss Chandra needs you to have a good, sharp pencil. Make sure that pencil is ready to write. And in fact, I like to tell all my scholars not to have one, but have two pencils. That way, friends, if one breaks, you can toss the broken one to the side, pick up the spare, and just keep writing and learning with me. If you have a good, sharp pencil or pencils, the next thing that you're going to need is an eraser. You can have a standalone eraser like Miss Chandra's, or if your pencil or pencils already have an eraser at the end of them, that is fine too. Just make sure, scholars, that you have something to write with and something to erase with. The next thing that you need for today's lesson is something to color with. You might have some coloring crayons in front of your learning space, or maybe you have some colored pencils. Either one is fine. Just make sure you have something to color with. The last thing that you need to have for today's lesson is your happy handwriting with the letter C worksheet. It looks just like this, and you can get it right off of our website. If you need to get any of those things, no worries. In just a minute, when I say press pause, you can press pause on your video and get yourself all set up. When you're all set up and ready, come right back to me, press play, and we're going to start completing this worksheet together. Ready, friends? Press pause now. Great work, scholars, getting yourself all set up. I can't wait to start completing our worksheet with you. But before we do, let me take a quick minute and show you one more time on my jumbo teacher paper how we write capital and lowercase c. Remember, as we write today, when we make capital or lowercase c, it's just one movement, and we're making one curved line. Let me show you capital C on my teacher paper. Are you watching? Great job! What a great listener you are. It's going to look like this. And I'm going to write it one more time. And now I'm going to write it one more time and make a fun noise. Meow. If you want to make that noise while you write your C's today, go ahead. All right, now I'm going to write lowercase c. When I write lowercase c, it's that same movement, but it's half the size. I'm only going to use the middle and bottom line when I write lowercase c. Watch Miss Chandra do it on my paper. Go ahead and watch me do it 2 more times. Are you ready to try with me? Great job! Well, go ahead and pick up that pencil that you have in front of you. Start by putting your name nice and neat at the top of your paper. I'm going to put my name in my personal best handwriting at the top of my paper. If you need any more time to finish writing your name at the top of your paper, take all the time that you need. Just press pause on your video now. When you've finished writing your name, press play, come right back to me, and we're going to start step 1 together. Okay, friends, here we are ready to start step 1. Let's look at the directions and see what our job is. It says, step 1, trace. Let's start off by tracing those capital C's on our paper. And remember, if you want to make a fun noise while you trace, go ahead. Awesome job! I had a lot of fun tracing those capital C's. If you need any more time to trace the capital C's on your paper, just press pause when I say press pause now. When you press play, you'll come right back to me, and we're going to start by writing capital C all by ourselves next door to the letters that we traced. If you need more time, press pause now. Welcome back, friends, and great job finishing up tracing those capital C's and putting time and effort into your work. All right, let's move to step 2, where we're going to draw a capital C all by ourselves. Start at that blue dot at the top of the top line. Ready? Go. Great job. Let's do it again. Ready? Go. Excellent work, scholars. Go to that third blue dot, that's your starting point, and let's write it one more time. Ready, go. Excellent work. When you finish writing those 3 capital C's all by yourself, go ahead and pick out your favorite one. When you find the one that you like best, put a big happy face above it. Now we're going to move to the second line where we're going to trace lowercase c 4 times. Let's do the first one together. Ready? Put those pencils on that C and let's trace. Great work! Now Miss Chandra wants you to be independent. That means, scholars, that in just a minute, I'm going to tell you to press pause on your video. Your job is to finish tracing lowercase c all by yourself. When you finish tracing all 4 of your C's, come right back to me, press play, and we're going to write lowercase c together. Are you ready, scholars? Go for it! Press pause now. Welcome back, friends. Great job tracing those lowercase c's. Let's move to that first blue dot on the second line, and let's practice lowercase or little c together. Remember, it's one movement. Let's do it together. Ready? Go. Great work. Now let's try again. Let's move to the next dot and go. Way to take your time, scholars. I can tell that you're working really hard and putting effort into your work. Way to go. All right, let's write it one more time on that third blue dot. Ready, friends? Go. When you've written all 3 of lowercase c's all by yourself, pick out your favorite one. Put a happy face above the one that you like the best. All right, friends, let's move to the next line where we're going to trace capital C and then write it one time by ourselves. Are you ready? Get those pencils on your paper and let's trace that big capital C. Great work. Now let's write capital C one time all by ourselves. Ready? Go for it. Excellent work. Look at how great your writing is. All right, let's go to lowercase c and let's trace that lowercase c together. Ready, scholars? Well done, friends. Now let's write it one time all by ourselves. Ready? Go. Well done. All right, friends, I'm going to ask you to be more and more independent. That means, scholars, that when I say press pause, I want you to press pause on your video. All by yourself, I want you to finish tracing capital C, writing capital C all by yourself, tracing the last lowercase c, writing lowercase c all by yourself. When you're all finished with that, press play, come right back to me, and we'll share our worksheets with each other. Are you ready, super writers? Go for it. Press pause now. Welcome back, friends. Go ahead and take a quick minute and check your paper with mine right now. After this video is all over and at the end of our lesson, all by yourself, you're going to finish step 3 and step 4 on this worksheet. Step 3 asks you to color the pictures. And the pictures are two things that start with the letter C, like cat and corn. Yummy. Step 4 asks you to draw something that starts with C. And this is where you get to be creative and think about something you could draw that starts with the letter C. When your worksheet is all finished, you can always share your completed work with us. You can just ask an adult to take a picture and tag us on any of our social media channels. Or an adult can email your completed worksheets to us. We love celebrating you and your hard work and effort. Scholars just like you are completing these worksheets all over the world. And in fact, we're about to celebrate a super scholar named Maria. Maria sent us in a copy of her completed Happy Handwriting Worksheet C. Maria did an excellent job tracing and writing her capital C's and lowercase c's. She picked out her favorite ones and put a happy face above them. She then colored the pictures that started with the letter C, cat and corn, and then she drew 2 pictures all by herself of some things in the world that started with the letter C. Way to go, Maria! Excellent job on your work! Well, scholars, I had so much fun, like I always do, learning with you. I bet your brain knows all about how to write a capital and lowercase c now. Remember, keep practicing, even after this video, because the things we do the most are the things we do the best. And the only way that we get better at something in life is if we keep practicing and keep trying. I can't wait to see you again. Bye, friends.